Hello dear students. In this class we are going to discuss today the coordinate of a Cartesian coordinate of a point in a Cartesian coordinate plane. So what is a coordinate? It means you know that in a plane, any plane you take into account, it may be a normal plane, it may be a Cartesian coordinate plane. So these are all made up of infinite number of points. If you want to represent a point on a on a coordinate plane, so how to represent them? So those representation that we are going to discuss. So let's see. So the position of each point in a coordinate plane is determined by means of an ordered pair. So it means a pair of numbers is required. A pair of number is required to represent or to name a point on a coordinate plane. So you can't represent a point on a plane, on a coordinate plane, and by giving a simply name, by giving a number, simply one number, by naming it as a one number. A pair of number is required. So that pair of number, how it is given and how the name of the numbers are given, exactly we are going to show that. And that pair of number is simply called as a coordinate of a point. So let's discuss that ordered pair. What is an ordered pair? As we have discussed, the ordered pair is a pair of numbers separated by a comma. So that and it is actually represented inside a bracket. And just like that we have discussed it, x y. So since this x comma y, it's example of a ordered pair. We can represent a point and name it as x y. X is what and y is what. Let's discuss that part. So as you can know that each point in a coordinate plane is determined by means of an ordered pair x y. So what is x? X is a x coordinate and y is a y coordinate. What is x coordinate and y coordinate? To know that, just draw it again, the coordinate plane. Let's see. So in this coordinate plane, at the same coordinate plane that we have already used it in our previous classes, this part is called origin. I'm just doing it, and this is the x dash, x dash, that is the horizontal number line, and y dash, that is the vertical number line. This is the same same coordinate plane. We have used it in our previous classes. Let's see. So let's imagine let's take an example that I have just this point. Let's see this particular point I have shown here. This point I am going to find out the coordinate of this point. Let's name this point. This point is P. P is the point name. So my question is to find out here what are the coordinate of the points, or what is the name. Name is P, but how to represent it? That representation of a point in a number line by an ordered pair, that is x comma y. So why not y comma x? The question comes, why not yx? If somebody asks why not yx, why it is xy. So this part is not taken, yx is not taken, xy is taken, xy is correct. The reason is quite same. Let's see. This point P, before understanding all this thing, I'm just going to tell you what is the meaning of this xy or yx that I am telling you. Let's see. This is the point P that I am going to find out the coordinate of the point. Let's see. Origin. This point is origin. Always remember one thing. You are standing in the origin. You are standing in the origin. Now I'm telling you one thing so that you can be able to find out the coordinate of the point. Yes. Coordinate of the point. So to understand how to find out the coordinate of the point, this thing you need to understand. Let's imagine you are standing at this origin point, or this origin, and you need to reach at point P. How can you reach point P? So you can say, sir, I will walk through this part up to 10 centimeter or whatever. I have to reach up to this, and then I can reach up to P. This is the path I can create. This is normally a puzzle that I can start from here. Always the starting point is origin. Remember, starting point is origin, and the start from origin and go to up to 10, and then I can go through the x-axis, because this line is parallel to x, means this is simply x-axis. So I can go through x-axis up to 15, then I can reach at the point P. This is my path. Or you can say I can go through this. I can first go on the x-axis up to 15 centimeter, then on the y-axis. Then on the y-axis, this is the second path. This is the first path to reach here. This is the second path. Can we tell that we can directly reach here? No, this is not possible, because you can check it out. There are no paths here. There are no paths. These straight lines are the paths. You cannot use any path over here because there are no paths. So there are two ways in which you can reach at P. You can reach at this point from the origin. So out of these two paths, one of them is first you go through X, then go through Y. That is the first one. And second one was we have taken first you go through Y, then you go through X. So both are correct. You can say sir Y X and you can say XY. But the convention is normal convention which is taken by the mathematician, that you have to also know and you have to remember that first you always go through X, then you go through Y. This is the correct convention. If you take yx, then it will be wrong, because you are writing like answer like the coordinate is, let's imagine first you are writing y coordinate and second you are writing x coordinate. You will, sir, I will go through y like 10 and comma and then go through x 15. If you write this, what will be the problem then? The problem will be the examiner will read it as xy, because this is the correct thing. He will read it as, or she will read it as, you go through x-axis, you go through x-axis like 10 centimeter on x-axis, and you go on like y-axis like 15 centimeter. This is correct. This is incorrect. So you will not get the marks. It will be wrong. But you have taken y-x. It is wrong. So that's why I am telling you, this is the convention is xy. So this part is wrong. This particular way is correct one. Let's see. Now you can check it out, the figure in the screen. This particular part, the distance from the origin to the x up to the x point where this particular point ends. This point up to this point, and the foot of this point is this, and this is the origin. What is that distance? This distance is called as the x coordinate. X coordinate, this part, that as we know that ordered pair is x and y, x comma y, that x is called as x coordinate, or it is called as an abscissa of the point. This is called as an abscissa of the point. So, or it is simply called as x coordinate. Now this part, from the foot of this particular place where this ends like the x-axis and up to which this the top, that particular part is called as the y coordinate or ordinate of the point. Simply you can say y coordinate, x for x coordinate, y for y coordinate, or the name of the x coordinate is abscissa. This is important. Why? Because in questions in board exam or simply in your class exams, the questions will come what is the abscissa or ordinate, not in the form of x coordinate or y coordinate. It will come in the form of abscissa and ordinate. So that's why you need to be like very much acquainted with these names like abscissa, which is abscissa, and which is ordinate. So one of them you need to remember, like if you remember y coordinate is ordinate, then it is remembered, then automatically abscissa will be the x-axis. Don't remember at a time two things, so it will be like confusing for you. So but you need to remember this, x coordinate is abscissa, anyhow you need to remember, that's it. Now you understood that part. Now this particular point is represented as what? Xy, that we can say that we have already discussed, like xy, x is x coordinate and y is y coordinate. That is the coordinate of the point. So this particular point, you can say that the coordinate of the point P is xy, which is equal to x. What is how much x you have like come, or you have covered the distance in x-axis to reach x, to reach P is 15 centimeter. So first x, for x in the place of x you replace it as 15, and after reaching at 15 centimeter on x, you need to go through y-axis up to 10 centimeters. So y coordinate or ordinate of the point is 10. So this is simply the coordinate of the point P. Simple. So similarly, now let's find out the coordinate of this particular point. Let's see this point coordinate. This, let's imagine this is the Q point. So first x, so you need to go through x up to this, so minus 20, and then up to this like 25. So it is minus 20 Sign are very important. Sign convention, remember, minus 20 and 25. This is it. And similarly, let's imagine this particular point. This is the R point. What is the coordinate of the R point? So you need to go through R x-axis like up to minus 15, and then in the through the y-axis up to minus 25. So it is minus 15 comma minus 25. This is the coordinate of the R point. If I want to ask you what is the coordinate of the S point here, so you need to go through x-axis up to 35 and then through y-axis up to minus 20. This is 35 comma minus 20. This is the coordinate of the point X. So I think you got it. What is the coordinate of a point? And based on this, we have set some questions like based on these 3 classes that we have done. Some questions we have given you. So you just try to do all these questions. And this is the class today. And after this classes, we will do more and more questions. We'll solve more and more questions. And so that your basic foundation will be stronger, like Cbse level questions will solve, NTSC level questions will solve, KVPY levels questions will solve, and after all the JE foundation level questions also will solve. So for the next class we will only solve the questions. So this is it for today. If you are watching this video class in the YouTube, then you can subscribe the channel so that you can get further videos in this channel. Or if you are watching this in Facebook, then you can like and follow the page so that you can get more video classes. Thank you very much.